Rainbow, rainbow. Hi guys!
Hi guys, today we're reading Rudolph book.
Yes, we are reading Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the classic storybook. Yeah, it's a Christmas time. Let's read it. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the classic story, retold by Thea Feldman and illustrated by Erwin Madrid. Look at all those reindeers here. Yeah. All right, let's start off. Welcome to Christmas Town. Yeah, look, I love it. Way up at the North Pole, there is a special place called Christmas Town. Families of reindeer live in cozy caves. Elves work at the factory, making presents for children. In Santa's castle, Mr. Claus makes sure he eats plenty so that his holiday suit fits just right. Everyone loves living in Christmas Town, except for 1 year when the weather was so bad that Christmas was almost cancelled. Oh, can you imagine? We will read about it, I'm sure. One spring, Donner, the lead reindeer who helped pull Santa's sleigh each Christmas, became a proud papa. Oh.
I can see Rudolph, the smallest one.
Yeah, it's so shiny. Nose, right? He and his wife named their son Rudolph. Soon after little Rudolph was born, his tiny red nose began to grow. Great bouncing icebergs, exclaimed Santa when he saw this. If Rudolph's nose continued to glow, Santa said he would never make the sleigh team when he grew up. Donner taught Rudolph all the things a young reindeer needed to know, especially to beware of the abominable snow monster. All the while, he hid Rudolph's nose under a cover and hoped it would someday stop. Let's read more. As the months went by, the elves were busy making Christmas toys. All the elves loved their work except for one. Hermey just didn't have a knack for toy making. Maybe that's because he dreamed of becoming a dentist one day. This made him feel like a misfit among his fellow elves. Rudolph felt like a misfit too. He didn't like the nose cover he had to wear. Without it, his nose glowed as brightly as ever. But Donner was determined to keep that a secret. On the day of the annual reindeer games, Rudolph met Clarice, a pretty young doe. When Clarice said she liked him, Rudolph was so excited that he flew through the air with joy. Oh, look at him! Flying was exactly what Comet, the coach, was trying to teach the young reindeer. Everyone was amazed by Rudolph until his nose cover fell. All the other reindeer except for Clarice laughed at Rudolph and called him names. Comet said, "From now on, we won't let Rudolph join in any reindeer games." Rudolph went off by himself, feeling sad. At the toy factory, Hermey was having trouble too. He skipped elf practice so he could fix dolls' teeth, thinking he might fit in better that way. When the foreman found out, he yelled, "Come to elf practice and learn to wiggle your ears and chuckle warmly and do important stuff like that, or you'll never fit in." But Hermey just couldn't. He ran away instead. Before
Wait, I can see a snow monster! Oh, Jesus!
That's a snow monster, that's right.
It could hit Rudolph and the elf! You was worried. What if the snow monster damages Rudolph's glow of his nose?
Before long, Hermey and Rudolph met and shared their stories. They decided to go off into the world together. "You don't mind my red nose?" asked Rudolph. "Not if you don't mind my being a dentist," replied Hermey. "It's a deal," said Rudolph. On their first day, they heard the abominable snow monster's terrible roar. "He must have seen your nose," cried Hermey. The two friends tried to stay far ahead of the monster. Soon they met Yukon Cornelius and
Look, the snow monster!
and his dog sled team. Yukon was looking for gold, but he found Rudolph and Hermey instead. Then Rudolph's glowing nose let the abominable snow monster find them all. Thanks to Yukon's quick thinking, they escaped on an ice floe. The ice floe carried them to the island of misfit toys, a place filled with odd toys.
And the snow monster is right here. He has so sharp teeth.
The ruler of the island, King Moonracer, said, "A toy is never truly happy until it is loved by a child." Rudolph promised the king that someday he would tell Santa about all these homeless toys. Maybe Santa would include them in his Christmas deliveries to children around the world. Rudolph asked King Moonracer if he and his friends could stay on the island of misfit toys. "This island is not for living things," said the king. "It's only for misfit toys." "How do you like that?" said Yukon. "Even among misfits, we are misfits." The king let the friends rest overnight before they moved on. When Hermey and Yukon were asleep, Rudolph slipped away. Knowing that his nose would put them in constant danger with the abominable snow monster, he didn't want to be the cause of any harm to his friends. It was very nice and very brave of him, right? The abominable snow monster did indeed find Rudolph because of his glowing nose. He chased the young reindeer everywhere. During that time, Rudolph grew up. One day, he realized it was time to go home. Meanwhile, Rudolph's parents and Clarice had been out looking for him ever since he left. It was now 2 days before Christmas Eve. And Santa told Rudolph that without honor, he'd never be able to get his sleigh off the ground. Rudolph was determined to find his parents and Clarice. As he began to look for them, the storm of all storms hit. Thick snowflakes fell, making it hard to see. Rudolph had an idea where his parents and Clarice were: in the cave of the abominable snow monster. He made his way there despite the storm and found Clarice in the monster's clutches. Over there. "Put her down!" Rudolph cried. The abominable snow monster did and went after Rudolph instead. Yukon and Hermey, who'd been searching for their friend, arrived at the cave just in time. Quickly, they lured the monster outside and knocked him out with a big rock. Then Hermey removed all of the monster's teeth. Finally, Hermey got to be a dentist. He was happy being a dentist. Look at how big the teeth were.
Why he took out all the teeth?
So the monster couldn't bite anyone. When the abominable snow monster woke up, Yukon pushed him back and back and back until the monster Yukon and his dogs all slipped over the edge of a cliff. Rudolph and his friends and family were heartbroken when they returned to Christmas Town. When the others heard the entire story, they realized that those who are different are important too. They all apologized to Rudolph and Hermey. The foreman even told Hermey he could open up his own dentist's office, and Santa agreed to find homes for the misfit toys. Yeah, they will be loved by all the kids, right? Yeah, they'll be loved by the kids.
I love the snow monster.
Just then, there was a knock at the door. It was Yukon and his dogs and the abominable snow monster. Even though they had all gone over the cliff, the abominable snow monster was able to bounce. And so they had all landed safely. That's a great...
Yeah, and I like Rudolph being a grown-up better.
Right, me too. Now the monster was no longer mean. He even got a job. He placed a star on the top of the Christmas tree. Everyone cheered. He became their friend, right?
Yeah, and Rudolph.
Yeah.
Santa could see his way.
Yeah. The next day was Christmas Eve. But the weather was so bad that Santa could not fly his sleigh safely through it. He reluctantly started to tell everyone that Christmas was going to be canceled for the first time ever. But then he realized that there was a way through the storm after all. Rudolph, Santa said. You and that wonderful nose of yours, that nose can cut through the murkiest storm. Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? He said.
That's the idea of the song.
Rudolph replied, It will be an honor, sir. The sleigh was loaded. The reindeer got into place and Santa climbed aboard. Rudolph took the lead and the sleigh took off.
And Mommy, Rudolph is in the front.
Yeah, that's right.
The Santa could see.
Yes,
And why Santa needs more reindeers?
because he's got so heavy load.
And look, Santa has 3 bags.
Yeah, the sleigh is so loaded. Santa's first stop, the island of misfit toys. Everyone had an extra Merry Christmas that year, and Rudolph went down in history as the greatest reindeer of all time. Woo! So we would like to wish you Merry Christmas and good night, and we hope you enjoyed our video, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the classic story video.
Bye guys, bye. Thank you for watching. If you want to see this video again, then subscribe to our channel. Bye. And press the subscribe button. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye guys. If you like this video, press the
Subscribe button!